Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome to everybody that's joined me live in the Twitch chat. And if you're watching this recording on YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all well. And if you are watching this on YouTube, this is a recording of a live stream. You can, of course, join me in the stream next time at twitch.tv/Beardiola. But I hope you're all well. If you're in the chat, let me know how you're doing. Let me know who you're playing as on FM. We always like a save update here. We are managing Stevenage Borough. Stevenage Borough, my hometown club, over on Championship Manager 0102. And as usual, I haven't played this save at all offline. I've played it all on stream. So we'll have a little bit of a catch up as to where we are at. And then we'll get into hopefully some games. And looking at we're just around Christmas time. We can't have too many games left. We don't have a massive amount of games left. There is every chance that we could be getting through to maybe March time, maybe. The way these games come on Championship Manager 0102. We're currently fourth in the conference. If you remember back to last stream last week, or you've watched the recording, you all know that we got a very, very good win against Southport, which means that we're 15 points behind them. 15 points behind Southport, who we have beaten twice this season, once in the league, once in the FA Trophy, I believe it was. But we're one of only two teams that have inflicted a league defeat against Southport. So it kind of fills me with hope that we can maybe build a squad over the next, 20 games? Something like that. That might be able to hopefully make some ground if Southport drop some points. Jack, how you doing, mate? Long time no see. That's right. We're easing ourselves back into it with a bit of champ man. But how are you, mate? Are you well? So that's where we are in the league. And like I say, we had a very good win against Southport. We've got some tough games coming up. Doncaster's going to be another tough one there right up the top as well. And we've got the FA Trophy third round, which is good as well. Yeah, we beat Southport twice fairly quickly. We had that. We threw on Jack Midson. Do you remember that? I think we're going to have to start him. We threw him off the bench, 18 years old, and he only went and scored 2 to win the game for us. So keep an eye on him. We also made a lot of bids for players from this team here, Purfleet. Why did we do that? I think they were doing really well in the FA Cup, so we thought we'll just jump on the back of it and steal some of their players. That's it. They knocked out Reading, who are 7th in Division 2. So that's the reason why we're going after a few of their players. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Jack. Not too bad, mate. Just enjoying me Friday night with a bit of Championship Manager. What about you? Are you playing FM at the moment? So we've got Paul Linger. Oh, he wants more money than I can offer. He can't be on that at Purfleet, surely. We'll give him a goal bonus as well, shall we? Let's give him the goal bonus and see. He's on 300 quid a week. Surely he doesn't want 800 odd quid to move up a level. He does. Okay, fair enough. We can't match that. If you remember back to last time, we really, really struggled in the market. And we couldn't really get hold of anyone. We're trying to get some players on loan. But yeah, it wasn't really happening for us. So we'll see if we have any luck in this episode. Purfleet are playing hardball with these two lads. Who's this guy? Kieran Adams. He's a central midfielder. We'll up the offers a little bit for these boys. So we're doing this one day earlier, which means that we might do 2 streams this week. We might come back and do another one tomorrow. We'll see how we go. Which means we might even have this season done by the weekend. And we tend to upload these videos quite quickly to YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, this is the Friday night. We tend to get them up the next morning. And there's not a lot of editing involved in these. We literally just upload the full streams. You can see everything, warts and all. But we've got a game here. We're playing against Hayes. And they are... Where are Hayes? They're down the bottom, 17th. Are we going to make some changes here? So Jack's currently giving FM a bit of a break and trying out some new games. What are you playing? What are you playing instead of FM? I thought about that a few times. Do I go and play something else? And there's kind of like, I quite like the golf games and the snooker games, but yeah, the more I pick them up and put them down, every couple of months I'll play a couple of rounds of golf or something like that. But what else is out there? What are you playing at the moment? I think we've got to start Jack Midson. I think we've got to start Jack Midson. It's probably Steve Jones he comes in for, just because he scored 2 last week. You never know. He could be a superstar. We're going to bring in Jason Goodley for John Dreyer. I think that's about it. Playing a game called Little Nightmares, and it's quite good. I've never heard of that one. What sort of game is it? I'll tell you what I'm rubbish at. I'm rubbish at the sort of shooting games and things like that. That's not my bag. Obviously, you have to start with a guy named Jack. That's it. Okay. We got Tommy in the chat as well over on Twitch. Daddyola. How we doing? You okay, mate? Are you well? I know that, Tommy, you're a Chelsea fan like me, and you're probably not well after that PSG result midweek. It's a horror game, but not too scary. All right, we might give that a go. Might have a little look. You're a Bayern fan. You're not a Chelsea fan now. I thought you were a Chelsea fan, mate. That's what you always used to tell me. You were a Chelsea fan. I don't know a team named Chelsea. Neither do I anymore. I don't recognise them anymore. Oh, and we've conceded. I've took my eye off the ball. What's going on here? Jack Midson. Yeah, I think it was a flash in the pan. Jack Midson getting 2 goals. What are we going to do here? Leon Smith on for Sam McMahon. Let's push Martin up. Let's see if we can go and nick something here. Get the fullbacks right up. Get Martin making runs into the box. There we go. Just watched the Peaky Blinders film. Oh, yeah, I forgot that the Peaky Blinders film's out today, isn't it? I haven't watched it yet. You're not a happy fan. Don't give me any spoilers, because I will watch it. I'm a fan of the show. But why are you not a fan? Without any spoilers, why are you not a fan? There is a film, Jack. Yeah, it's out on Netflix, I believe. And we've just conceded again. This is not a great start. We just beat top of the league. What's going on? Akpo Soji, former Stevenage, brother of Sam, who we are playing at centre-back. Not a great start to the stream, is it? We're down to 5th. I'm back to thinking that the league title might be a little bit out of our remit, shall we say, for this season. But we started the season kind of saying, well, the board want a respectable league position. We feel like we could give them that. I'm going to give up on these perfect players. But we kind of said, first season, let's build a squad. Second season, let's go for the title. Case of Tommy's watched the Peaky Blinders movie. I won't spoil it, of course, but I will say this: it would have been better to have a 7th series rather than a film. Ooh. That's an intriguing comment. I'm gonna have to watch it and find out. Mrs. Beard went to bed early tonight, so we didn't watch it. We're watching something called Silo. If anyone's watched that, that's quite good. That's worth a watch. Jack's just added Peaky Blinders to his list. Yes, good man. Good man. I've been trying to convince somebody that I work with to watch Peaky Blinders. They have never watched it. They haven't watched it yet. I'm going to drop Jack Midson for this game. I just don't feel like I feel like it was a flash in the pan, those couple of goals. It was an experiment. It didn't go well. How is Johnny Dreyer doing? Yeah, he's better now. We can get him back in. Few changes. Let's go play Dover. We're at Dover in the league, down at the bottom, which means we're probably going to lose this, as we did against Hayes, who jumped up to 13. So that was a big win for them. Feels rushed and too short. Trust me, 1 hour, 54 minutes isn't enough. Yeah, I think you're always going to get a feel for that. When you've had 6 series of something, you're always going to get a feel for that if they just end it with a film. Like I've never watched the Breaking Bad movie, although I've watched Breaking Bad. I just don't feel the need to watch it. Do you know what I mean? I was kind of happy with how Breaking Bad ended, so we kind of did that. Just finished Top Boy, was quite good. Yeah, I've watched Top Boy. Yeah, I don't mind Top Boy actually. Cut the eyes and make them watch it by order of the Peaky Blinders. Yeah, I don't think that I'll get away with that, Tommy. And Jack says, I think the last time I saw you when you were with Hibs, yeah, that feels like a long time ago. We did a long save with Hibs on FM24 that we streamed, didn't we? And we had a great time. We had a great time with Hibs. Won everything in the game with Hibs. The mighty Hibs, Jack. That's right. I am actually still playing that save, but just offline. And I've actually moved from Hibs to Brentford, and then won the Europa League with Brentford first season. So that save is still alive. And the Celtic job did come up in that save, and I was toying with the idea of maybe moving over to Celtic, and trying to dismantle my Hibs side that just won everything since I've left as well. So yeah, we're still playing it, but we're on to something new. Tommy says, Tommy has given us a spoiler. And the spoiler he's given us about Peaky Blinders is Thomas Shelby is in it. Yeah, it's that's a big spoiler, that. Yeah, I was very tempted just to go back to the beginning of Peaky Blinders and just watch it all again, and yeah, start from the beginning and then watch the film afterwards to remind myself. But I actually don't think I'll have time to do that. It would be a mighty backstabbing. Yeah, if I went to Celtic, mate, I wouldn't be able to show me face in Edinburgh. That's a fact. Another spoiler for the film. The film has a beginning. I see where this is going, Tommy. I'd be hated. Sam Sodji wants to leave. Sam Sodji wants to leave. We could get some dollar for him, but we don't need to. So we're going to say no. Might be risky. It might annoy him, but we're only in to win the FA Trophy now, really. So I don't really see us winning the league, and I don't think an unhappy Sam Sodji would kill our season. My friend supports Celtic. I cannot betray him, and I couldn't betray him. So we decided we weren't going to go back there. Littlebeard was the one who was trying to get me to go back there. Littlebeard was going, go on, go and kill what you created almost with Hibs. But we decided against it. We got to Brentford. We're doing all right with Brentford. Yeah, it's kind of going quite well. We've what do? We finished. Yeah, I think we finished 8th the first season. We took them over and they're in the relegation zone and ended up finishing 8th, winning the Europa League. So we got in the Champions League next year. Got 2 sort of quarterfinals with them of the Champions League. Finished 5th, but got Champions League football because one of the top 4 in England won the Champions League. So it's going all right. It's going all right. I don't think I'll be there for too long. I think I'll try and find another job. Contracts are running out. Dean Martin is a player I want to keep hold of because I really like him. He wants a bonus, no clauses. That's absolutely fine by me. Carl Henry. I would like to sign Carl Henry. He would be an important first team player. So absolutely no interest. Fine, no worries. Darren Hayes' contract's up. He hasn't played a lot. What's he on now? Oh, he's a fairly big earner, to be fair. He doesn't want to talk about a contract. That's fine. Mark Steen's a player that I was interested in. He scored 6 in the league. I think 35 years old. I think we could probably do better than him. John Dreyer, 38. We need to give this man a new deal. He's holding my defence together. Non-promotion release clause for 160 grand. Yeah, I'll tell you what, if someone came in for 160 grand, you'd probably take it, wouldn't you? He wants a big deal for a 38-year-old, but I can't see him lasting that long. Mondademo's contract is up, of course. Little Beard in the stream last week named one of our players Mondademo. In fact, that was the assistant manager, actually, wasn't it? Dylan bashed me for liking Bayern, even though I followed him back in 2020. He did. He gave you a bit of a bashing last week, didn't he? It's all right. You're all right to support Bayern. My assistant doesn't want to sign a new deal. That could be problematic. Paul Wilkinson, he does want a new deal. Clean sheet bonus, nothing else. Yeah, we can do that, can't we? We've got a bit of money at Stevenage, to be fair. We're not in a bad position financially. So we probably are in a position where we could build a decent squad. We definitely could build a decent squad here. One thing I should mention as well is literally just as I was about to hit stream, I went to move my microphone. I actually snapped my microphone off the stand. So I've got my trusty sellotape here, and I've managed to tape my my microphone back to the stand. But if you do hear any crackling or anything like that, I apologise. I will watch the recording back and see if there is any issues with the sound. But yeah, it's kind of dangling very precariously in front of me at the moment. Canton are saying you can switch your club. You can play for lots of clubs. What do you mean? Yeah. Canton, I must have said you can't switch your club. Yeah, it's not for a player to talk about loyalty really these days, is it? Jack's loving being a Leeds fan. I'm not surprised. Happy days for Leeds at the moment. Happy days. Daniel Farker's doing a good job, I think. That is the Leeds manager now, isn't it? Daniel Farker still. We've made it. January the 1st, 2002. Happy New Year, everybody. And all the big transfers are going through. Roma have signed Zé Roberto. There you go. What a player he was. As if Roma needed any more reinforcements. Greg Berry from Purfleet wants £4,000 a week, and I can offer 500. We're cancelling that. Ah, dear. Tommy reckons Leeds should be higher up. Yeah, probably. Probably, to be fair. They're a big club. They're a really big club, and I'd like to see them do well. And I say that being a Chelsea fan who historically Leeds have had a bit of a rivalry with, but yeah, I think it's nice when you see big clubs like Aston Villa, like Leeds. I think it's nice to see them do well. Not too well. I don't want them to overtake Chelsea, but not that's hard at the moment. Tottenham are getting relegated, says Tommy. Oh, we can only pray, can't we? I feel like in a year where Arsenal are probably going to win the league, if Spurs get relegated, that'll kind of soften the blow for me a little bit and probably take a lot of the shine off of Arsenal winning the league, so I'm up for it. First season in a while where all the teams promoted haven't gone down. Yeah, that's right, to be fair. Everybody's doing well, and like you've got clubs like West Ham and Spurs that are struggling, Forest as well. You know, I didn't expect any of them really to be down there. If Arsenal wins the league, I'm leaving reserve. Don't do it, Tommy. It's not worth it. I would love to see what happens if Spurs went down. I bet there'll be a lot of FM27 Spurs saves. I think that'll be an interesting one. You won't see one from me, though. They're one of the teams that I just refuse to manage. Even if they offered me the Spurs job while I'm managing Stevenage in the conference, I couldn't take it. Couldn't take it. Tommy's going to be pissed if Bayern lose against Madrid. Well, you're a Bayern fan, mate, so understandably you'd be upset by that, wouldn't you? Sam Sodji is unhappy. He wants to move to a bigger club. If he stays with me, and if he trusts the process, we will be a big club. Unless we get a really interesting job pop up and we leave, but I can't see that happening. Who do we normally play? Matt Fisher we normally play, don't we? He's just come back from injury. So I think we could probably bring him in for Sam McMahon and do that. That's kind of what we did at the start of the season, isn't it? I think so. Right, Northwich Victoria, who are just behind us in the league. We got a game in hand on them. Let's see how we get on, shall we? Let's see how we get on. Jack reckons the amount of Spurs players that would leave if they got relegated would be crazy. I mean, yeah. It would definitely be interesting. It would certainly be interesting. I did hear a Spurs fan talking the other day and saying that, if they went down, they'll become like the Real Madrid of the Championship for a couple of years, and it could be quite good. And relegation's never good. It's never what you want, is it? So, yeah, I think Spurs fans are trying to have a laugh of it and put a happy spin on it. Relegation's never good for anyone. Clubs go down, people lose jobs. It's never good. So, you really don't like Madrid, do you, Tommy? Let's be real. Who thinks Madrid are actually a decent club after every robbery? I mean, it's hard to argue against Real Madrid history. I'd say they're a fairly decent club. It depends what you mean. I mean, they're one of the biggest clubs in the world. If you mean decent as in morally, I mean, what football club can claim that? Madison needs to leave Spurs. Yeah, I think when they say the Madrid of the Championship, he was kind of saying, we'd have all these players and we'd just go and beat teams and that, but. I don't think there's any guarantee that they would, one, keep the players and two, get back up. I would imagine a lot would go out on loan in the hope that they would still be a Spurs player when they get back to the Premier League, but it would certainly be interesting. We're going to make one slight change. Andy Arnott, he never seems to really last a full game, Andy Arnott. Always seems to be struggling for fitness. We'll do Steve Jones and he can swap around with Van Sittart. There we go. Tommy really doesn't like Real Madrid. Jack, they would all want to leave for top Prem clubs. I think. I mean, if I was in charge at Spurs, and Spurs did get relegated, I think the first thing I'll be doing is trying to find loans for players that would not be happy to play in the Championship and probably want to stay in the Premier League. Give them a season-long loan in the Premier League to a Premier League club in the hope that they would return and Spurs would still be good enough to win the Championship, get themselves back up. That's kind of what I'd be doing. That was a good win, by the way, against Northwich, especially away. That to me sounds like a sensible business thing to do. Not knowing the ins and the outs of loans and how that would work, but it would be sensible. They'll still be on the books as a Spurs player. They'll be happy playing Premier League football on the promise that they'll be a Spurs player again when they're back in the Premier League. If Tommy was Spurs manager, I would be whopping their asses. Yeah, I think a few people have tried that, haven't they? This Igor Tudor, I think he's a bit of a strange one, isn't he? He doesn't really seem to care, which I don't know. I think that sort of perceived attitude would probably annoy me if I was a Spurs fan. They have a Premier level squad now. They just can't seem it can't get to seem and it can't seem to get anything to work. Yeah, that's kind of the way it goes sometimes, isn't it? You know, you can have all the best players in the world, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Look at the England national team. You know, when we had our sort of the true golden generation. Everyone says the team Southgate had was the golden generation. God, you look at the England team even on here. Look at some of the names in here. You got your Heskies, you got your Fowlers, Scholes, Coles, all the Coles, Joe Coles, Ashley Coles, whoever, Beckham, Gerrard, Ferdinand. They would have had John Terry's, Gary Neville's, you know, Lampard's, Owen Hargreaves is in there. You got all these great players. If you can't get them working together, it's not good, is it? It's not good. Chelsea took an 8-inch Subway sandwich. I'll tell you what, I watched that game as a Chelsea fan. I was absolutely heartbroken. Not because I thought we was going to come back and win, but because the performance from the players, the decisions the manager made, the towel was thrown in. To take off João Pedro, Palmer, and who was the other one? João Pedro, Palmer, and Enzo. To take them off on 60 minutes just shows no fight, it shows no bottle. And the commentary was kind of going, oh yeah, but they've got big games coming up in the league and they need to focus on that. That's not the right message. This is Chelsea Football Club. It's not the right message. So yeah, that was really tough for me to watch, and it was really heartbreaking as a Chelsea fan. Yeah, there we go. England has always been good, just can't seem to do anything with it. Why did Liam get in? Liam Rosenior, I'm guessing we're talking about. It's because he's part of the consortium, isn't he? Strasbourg and Chelsea, same owners. He was always going to be in with a shout. And to be fair, he did a decent job with Strasbourg. Did a very good job, I thought, with Derby and in the type of football he was getting and playing in the Championship. But I've said it before, I'll say it again. Chelsea, I always think Chelsea needs a big name manager. They need somebody that's going to excite the fans and is going to inspire the players. And I don't think your likes of your Pochettinos and your Graham Potters and your Maresca to a certain extent, even though with the job Rosenior's doing now, Maresca was a very good shout for us. And Liam Rosenior, I don't think they're the names that really get Chelsea fans going and really excite the fans. And Chelsea fans are very toxic. And I say that as a Chelsea fan. Chelsea fans are very, very toxic. You need to get them behind you. And I think if you're Liam Rosenior, you're not going to do that. You're not going to be able to do that, no matter how good a job you've done elsewhere in the past. Would I want Zizou? I'll take Zidane. I'll take Tuchel back. I'll take Tommy Tuchel back, mate. Yeah, Zidane would be somebody, and I say this every time he's out of a job and we're looking for a manager. I say just go and just offer Zidane the world to come and be the manager. Just go and offer him everything. Big name. It's what the club needs. We've tried this experiment before with like Villas-Boas. Didn't work. You look at all the times that we've had success. We've had big name managers in, whether it's Gus Hiddink, Jose Mourinho. You know, he won the Champions League with Porto, even though he probably wasn't a massive name at the time. He's put himself on the map and very quickly got the job and did a great job. So you've got your Mourinhos, you've got your Hiddinks, you've got your Contes, you've got your Tuchels. Every time we've had success, we've had a big name manager in charge. What does it tell you? It tells you that's the type of person that's needed at the club for me. We're losing. We are losing. We're going to try and stop losing against Doncaster. We're a goal down. Sam Sodji is really throwing his toys out the pram here. In fact, I'm going to take him off. We're not putting up with performances like that, Samuel Sodji. On comes Jason Goodliff. Get rid of the Americans in charge. I mean, I think Chelsea have been very, very clear about, Chelsea fans have been very, very clear about their feelings about the ownership. It doesn't work, does it? It doesn't. It hasn't worked. But, you know, in a way, when they came in, I was grateful to them because they managed to get the deal done fairly quickly. But since then, I just don't understand it. I don't understand the recruitment model. That's my problem. I don't understand the recruitment model. Decent point for us there, by the way, against Doncaster. Americans don't know football at all. They just know consumer and FIFA style. I mean, I don't know if it's they don't know football, but you kind of don't need the owners to know football. Do you know what I mean? You almost don't want your owners to be too involved football-wise. You just want them to take on advice, I think, of people that know the club and the people that do know football. And the first thing they did was get rid of everyone, Peter Cech, you know, everyone at that sort of executive level at the club that were part of the old regime. And I think that was a massive, massive mistake. You're getting rid of people that have done a very, very good job at the club for a long period of time, that have been good servants to the club, that the fans loved. And then you've probably brought in people that aren't up to scratch and allowing them to make football decisions. It's difficult. It's really, really difficult to see. Like I've said it the other night when the PSG game was on. I don't recognise my club anymore, and that's really sad, isn't it? That's a really sad statement. Would you go into owning a rugby club if you didn't know anything rugby? I think the owners have just got no business. Honestly, I mean, they don't get me wrong. They've got to have an interest. But I don't necessarily think they have to know football. They have to know business and finance and surround themselves with people that know football, that can help make those footballing decisions. And that's the thing that I think they've slipped up on. We got another game here against Scarborough. Is it another big game? I suppose so. Every game's a big game. They're in the relegation zone. I think we could probably look at maybe resting and rotating a couple just to keep things fresh, couldn't we? We'll do Van Sittart back in. That's my rant about Chelsea over now. I'm going to concentrate on the game now. Who else? Paul Robertson's probably okay, isn't he? Is there anybody here that we want to bring in? DJ Campbell's back from his injury, so he could probably come onto the bench at least. Yeah, let's go with that. Jason Goodliff is in for John Dreyer. And John Dreyer will probably come in for Sam Sodji on the next one, unless Sodji can right his wrongs of recent form. Van Sittart back in the side, and he's gone and given us a lead against Scarborough, who've got Darren Stamp up front, who is a very, very big centre forward. I think he is like 6'5", 6'6". He played for Stevenage in real life. And he's just scored every time I mention a player's name on the opposition team, they go and score. It's like it's listening to me. It is like it's listening to me. What are you apologising for, Tommy? John Dreyer is going to have to come on. We're going to move Sodgy to right back here. Just Hampshire's having an absolute stinker. And we need to pick up some points. A reminder that if you're watching this recording on YouTube, you can come and join the live stream. This is a recording of a live stream. You can join me, twitch.tv/Beardiola. We're normally on a Friday or a Saturday, maybe even both this week. So you can come and join the fun next time. You can come and join the discussions, the debate. What are you saying sorry for, Tommy? What have you done? DJ Campbell is going to come back on the bench. First appearance after a lengthy injury. He's another good player for us, DJ Campbell, that we want to try and keep hold of, but we kind of need him to start producing. We brought in a couple of strikers, and he's kind of moved down the pecking order a little bit. What's the league table saying? We're back to 15 behind Southport. But I tell you, if they've dropped some points as well recently, so I think we should be all right. Oh, don't worry about that, Tommy. Don't worry about that. There's no skin off my nose, mate. I think Nightbot. Oh yeah, it just got auto-modded. Don't worry about that, mate. That weren't me. Don't have to apologise to me, mate. Are you watching any more good series at the moment, Tommy? I'll tell you what I've just watched that people might be interested in. Landman. Anyone watch that? Landman? With Billy Bob Thornton, Sam Elliott. That's a good watch, that is. About the oil industry. Quite topical at the moment, but probably shouldn't get too much into politics, should we? Steve McManaman was doing well. Do you remember Steve McManaman? Steve McManaman, I was talking to Mrs. Beard about Steve McManaman the other night. She went, who is he? When he was commentating, who did he play for? Real Madrid, Man City, Liverpool. She went, oh, okay. He was good then. Yeah, he was good. I love Championship Manager 0102. It's just brilliant. Steve McManaman, players that you just forget about. They're here, they're still knocking about. The FA Cup. We got knocked out of the FA Cup a little while ago. Got players' contracts right now, yeah. He only wants £103 a week. And he starts every week. Of course you can have that. Little goal bonus. Yeah, take your goal bonus, Steve. He's done all right. He scored 9 goals. Not too bad. Could be worse, couldn't it? Hernan Crespo. Oh, look at the state of Hernan Crespo. 15 goals in 27. We're a long way off of signing any of them boys, aren't we? Okay, FA Trophy time. Now this is a competition I think we could do well in. We're in the 3rd round. I don't know how many rounds there are of this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think, is it quarterfinals after the 3rd round? Yeah, so 4th round, then semi-finals. So we're only 3 wins away from winning this. We need to go strong for this one. Or do we just keep a side that's winning? I think John Dreyer's got to come back in. He's one of our better players, isn't he? Sam Sodgy can go to the bench just because I'm not happy with the fact that he wants to leave and then he's just completely thrown a wobbly. We need to do a little bit with the subs there. Nearly slipped up. We need to do a little bit with the subs because you can only have 3. We'll go Steve Walters, we'll go Martin Williams, and we'll go DJ Campbell. We'll be attacking. What did I say earlier? I don't know. I've been talking a lot, mate. I've been talking about TV. I've been talking about this game. I think I asked if you've been watching anything, any series or anything like that. And I was saying I just watched Landman. If you've watched that, that's a good one. We're 1-0 down here, early doors. Who else is still in here? There's quite a few teams that are from non-league in here, you know. We've got a chance. If we could get back into this game. Not lately, just waiting for HOTD. What's that? House of the Dragon? Is that the Game of Thrones one? You like your Game of Thrones, don't you? We scored. Steve Jones. Steve Jones has scored, and I'm very, very happy at that. I don't want. We've only got 3 subs, so I don't want to make them too early. Although they probably all 3 will come on, I'm guessing. Maybe I should have put a defender on the bench, but hey ho. All the defence is playing well, luckily. We are going to make a sub. We'll do Van Sittart out for DJ Campbell. We'll do Arnott out for Steve Walters. Just kind of, I know without looking that Andy Arnott's going to be knackered. And then we got Martin Williams to come on up front for somebody. Come on, boys. We'll do it for Illman just because he's flirting with a little 6 rating, which I don't like. Does this go straight to pens, do we reckon? Final whistle. Is it going to be a replay? Looks like it's going to be a replay. Yeah, I don't like it when someone eats my crisps either, mate. Don't worry about it, mate. House of the Dragon. Is it any good? I've heard some good things about it. Because I think there's already been a series out, hasn't there? Farnborough potentially waiting in the semi-finals for us. Doncaster's still in it. That'll be a tough game for anybody. First season is good, second is meh. Okay, I might have to give it a go. Read the book Fire and Blood. Okay. I haven't read any of the Game of Thrones books. Obviously watched the TV show, but yeah, I might see if I can grab a copy on the old books app or something like that. All right, so we're playing this. Let's say the second leg. It's the replay, isn't it? Against Northwich. John Dreyer isn't going to last a full game here. Do we drop John Dreyer? I don't think we can. I think we just got to ride this one out. It's a cagey start. It's a very cagey start. I don't like that at all. Fairly even. Go on. Oh, he's given Illman a yellow card for a handball. That's no good. It's no good. I've got a thing on this game about getting the first goal. I feel like when we get the first goal, we do well. That might sound like a pretty obvious thing, but yeah, Andy Arnott, Steve Jones. Let's go. Come on, boys. Come on. No. Right. We're going to have to go and do something here. Come on. Don't let me down now. Do not let me down. Run forward, cause havoc. Let's go. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to send it all through Stevie Waters. He is the playmaker. Going to get it all to Steve Waters. We're going to mix up the passing. Pressing. Yes, we are going to press. We're not going to leave men behind the ball. We are going to counter-attack. Come on. Don't worry about that, Tommy. Yes, get in there. Do I need to go defensive? End of 90 minutes. Can I make another sub? Neil Illman off. Martin Williams on. Do we probably need to do that, don't we? Yeah. Let's try and be a bit more sensible about this, shall we? Let's do something like that. So we're not going completely back to how we were. We're still going to let Fisher do a little bit here. And then we're going to mix it up again, and we're going to ask the ball to go through Fisher first, Stevie Waters afterwards. One of the two. Or do we want to give it to Martin? Let's give it to the creative players, shall we? Counter-attack, yes. Yeah. We can go counter-attacking. Let's mix up the passing again. Come on, let's go. I think we're going to win this. I've got a feeling we're going to win this. Come on. Oh, joking. I said John Dreyer was struggling, didn't I? I called it. I said he was struggling. Going to have to do something like that, I think. Can't believe it. No. He saved it. No. Oh. It's gutting. It's absolutely gutting. Gave I a penalty. The ref didn't give it. The lino did. Saved the penalty. Scored the rebound. Heartache. We've literally got nothing to play for now. I'm just saying we've literally got nothing to play for. Oh boys, what are we gonna do? What do we do? Steve Jones signs a new deal. Oh, I can't believe that. We're now out of all competitions. Favourite crisp flavour? I like a little salt and vinegar, you know. Yeah, I like a little salt and vinegar. What about you? Forest Green Rovers, 16th in the league. We've got to pull someone out of the bag here. Squad. The squad are knackered after that, which I can't really blame them for. We're gonna have to mix. We're gonna have to rotate. John Hampshire, yes, he can play. Soji can play. Jason Goodliff can't play. Dave Reddington maybe. How long is John Dreyer out for? 3 weeks of a pulled hamstring. I knew I shouldn't have played him. It's annoying, isn't it? Deary me. Andy Arnott. Go Martin. We'll go Walters. You could probably put Armstrong on the transfer list, you know. I don't think we used him once, have we? Mark Bridge, we could probably put out for loan because, again, we haven't used him. Front three, who's fit? That's the question. Who is fit? Neil Illman's fit. Steve Jones is fit. DJ Campbell. Joff Sitter. We'll go Campbell. He hasn't started a game for a while. Prawn cocktail. I don't mind it. Cheese flavour or barbecue. Barbecue's good. Yeah. The barbecue Walkers or barbecue Lays over in the States. Yeah, they're good. Defenders. Goodliff on the bench. Midfielder on the bench. We'll go Leon Smith. And then strikers. Joff Sittart, Martin Williams. Smoky Bacon. Oh, now you're talking. Very good. Have you never tried cheese and onion? Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, there's not many flavours of crisps I don't like. We have something over here, Tommy, called Monster Munch. And they have, there's another one called Space Raiders where they have like a pickled onion flavour. I'm not so keen on that, but yeah, anything else is fair game. Yeah, smoky bacon, cheese and onion, very good. Right, we are 1-0 up here. Potatoes. Oh, now you're talking. See, what you might not know is that I'm part Irish. My mum's side of the family's Irish, so potatoes, very good. Cheese and onion potatoes. In fact, in Ireland, they actually brought out a chocolate bar, Tato's chocolate bar, that was chocolate with little bits of crushed up cheese and onion crisps in it. And it sounds absolutely rank, but it works. I don't know why, I don't know how, it just works. Come out, you black and tans, eh? Yeah, that's it. That's one of the old Rebel songs about the black and tans. Actually refers to the colour of uniforms that the British soldiers were wearing, I believe. Nothing much is happening for us here, is it? We have to bring some lads on here. Jones can't run at all, so I'm just going to keep him in the middle. See if we can get something. We're not on a great run of form here. I'm just going to say we're not on a great run of form. We're down at 6th. We literally have nothing to play for. We're not going up. We're not going down. We're just treading water now until the end of the season. And that is fairly frustrating. I still want to sign Stuart Pearce though. No interest. Cool. Not great. I said we was going to get through to March in this stream. The way things are going, we might actually make it through to the end of the season. We're gonna sell Paul Armstrong to Blythe, I think. We're gonna get rid of him to Blythe. Spyro Kov, evening sir. How are you, mate? Welcome into the Twitch chat. We are not doing great, Spyro Kov. God, get me mad about DJ Campbell. I'm going to defend DJ Campbell just because I want to keep him happy. I've already pissed off Sam Sodji. So I want to keep DJ Campbell happy. You good? Yeah. Glad to hear it, mate. On YouTube, what's on YouTube, Tommy? Juan Pablo Serene. I used to love Serene. Left back. Yeah. He always had big curly hair, didn't he? I used to love it. I'll tell you who I see. I saw Hector Bellerin. Hector Bellerin. And yeah, he's got massive hair now. I kind of rate it. I do kind of rate it. I think, if he'd had that hair when he was playing the Premier League, I might have actually liked him a bit more. Did someone join the chat on Twitch? Yeah, Spyrokov. Spyrokov's in. Are you playing FM at the moment, Spyrokov? on YouTube. Yeah, so we record in the streams in this sort of like little. I suppose it's a little bit like a little series, and then I'm uploading them to YouTube. I've got some Football Manager stuff up on there, so that's why I'm kind of. It's hard because I'm kind of talking about this like it's a stream, but also with YouTube in mind as well. So yeah. That's why I say things like yeah. If you're watching this recording on YouTube, don't forget to watch. Don't forget you can come in twitch.tv/Beardiola and join next time. That's why I do stuff like that. People think you must think I'm going mad, but content idea: Peaky's rants. What would the topics be for Peaky's rants? Spirikov, 10 games to go. My Shrewsbury save, second place in League 2. That's tight, mate. It's tight. You're having a better season than us. So we're playing Chester. I don't know why I'm looking at the league table because, I mean, the Chester are down the bottom. Do they have Darrell Clare at this time? I don't think so. Chris Blackburn. He was at Northwich Victoria, I remember him more at. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why I'm bothering looking too much at the table, just because it doesn't really matter. Football, life, etc. That will be your topics, and we can also talk about food. I'm always up for talking about food, by the way. Always up for talking about food. So Spirikov, it's just popped up that you're currently on a free stream streak. You got a watch streak. Congratulations, mate. I've only been back for 3 streams as well, to be fair. Right, what are we going to do here? Going to go left back, right back. I'm going to have to play Sam Sodji, even though I don't really want to. We're struggling in that kind of holding position a little bit, aren't we? Striker we're struggling with as well. I'm gonna continue with DJ Campbell just because I didn't really like it when the press said that he was being complacent. He's only just come back from injury. He needs to find some form. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Andy Arnott can go on the bench. He's not fit to start, but he can go on the bench. We'll do Illman and we'll do Martin Williams on the bench. There we go. That's the team to play Chester. I suppose we've got to keep one eye on the table just in case this opens up a little bit, but it's 16 points now. I think the league's gone. Even though there is a lot of football to play, it's going to take an almighty disaster for Southport and Doncaster if they let me back in here. Even if they let Dagenham back in, they're 10 points behind Doncaster. It's a 2-horse race at this stage. Robertson's injured. Wonderful. It's just going to be a straight swap then, and we're just going to have to ask our mate Dave to play left back. He's only a kid. He can do it, can't he? He'll do me a job there, I think. We're picking up a lot of injuries recently, and we're losing a lot of games to teams like Chester who are way down the league. We're going to have to, I think we're going to delve into the transfer market. I'm just going to use up the rest of this season's funds, and we're going to sign some players. I'm fed up of us losing these types of games. Why is Dave a common Brit name? I don't know. It just is, isn't it? Yeah, there's a few fairly common names. Yeah, don't worry, Tommy. I've overridden that one because I saw it pop up and I was like, why is that? What's Nightbot doing? Why has he found offence with that? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Dave is. I suppose just is. David. I mean, we've only got one David here. There's a David on the bench for them. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think you see too many Davids these days, or too many children being called David these days. I was having this conversation the other day. There's a lot of British names that have gone extinct. Like, I don't remember the last time I saw a baby Ian. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't remember seeing like a baby Gregory. Names like that. There's probably some more out there. Mervyn. When was the last time a baby was born called Mervyn? I don't know. Diana. I don't know. I think Diana is probably still a little bit more common. But like, okay, when was there last a baby born called Margaret? I don't know, but I've never seen a baby Margaret. There we go. We've got money. We have got money here. We need to sign some players. Who are these? These are just players that are interested in signing for Stevenage. And I'm just looking for players that are going to improve this side. Players like Liam Richardson. We're basically just looking for players for next season now. Let's spend some money. Let's look at the transfer list. We've got 250 grand. Jason Harris, he can run. Did we look at him last time? I feel like I've looked at him before. Pollyanna. Yeah, exactly. It's just another one, isn't it? It's another one to add to the list. I think we're potentially in danger of signing players that probably aren't up for it. If we keep going too far down this list, like Mark Winstanley would be a good player, but he is a little bit old, I think. We want to look for players, I'd say players between 20 and 30. Players between 20 and 30 that are interested in coming to the club. I just feel like every time I look at this, I'm just looking at the same players and nobody really jumps out at me here. I mean, Richard Ledbetter scored 2 goals in 4 starts. For Nuneaton, who are in the same league as me, they're 10th in the league. This guy has scored a lot more, but he's 35. Right, let's change our approach here. Conference. Let's look at some player stats here. Okay. We're going to change our approach, and we are going to, rather than looking at the same list of players and hoping someone jumps out, let's look at who is actually doing well in the league. Justin Jackson, he's got 25 and 30. 190 grand. They're second in the league. I don't think he would join us, but Rocky Baptiste, 13 goals. He's got the pace. He's played for Stevenage in real life. That could be a good signing. He's on loan. I don't like signing players from Woking. Stevenage don't like Woking. Barry Miller. Did he have a loan somewhere? He did. He went to Doncaster and was doing very well. And then he signed for Leicester. Oh, they got good money for him. Ian Wright, 29 years old. He looks decent, you know. He's having a very good season. And it's centre-back, which is a bit of a problem position because of Sam Sodji. Courtney Naylor. Looks good. Finishing's very good. Pace and finishing. Acceleration isn't great. I feel like if we could get Rocky Baptiste, that would probably sort us out up front. Lee Charles scored a lot of goals. Doesn't look amazing. Ashley Vickers is a defender, isn't he? He is, and he looks like a good defender to me. Oh, he's going to Southend. Peter Smith is a striker. Andy Watson is a winger. We don't play our wingers. Tony Sullivan is a striker. He looks good, to be fair. He looks good for 50 grand. We're just shaking up the squad completely here. I was wondering how far I was going to have to scroll to before I saw a Stevenage player. 21st. It's not good enough, is it? Hawkins has already moved. He's on loan from Millwall. John Keister. There's a midfielder. 6 assists in 31 games. But he's playing all right, isn't he? He's playing all right for Margate. Good aggression. Does someone like that add something to my midfield, do you think? We've made a few offers. Let's see. We're just trying to hand pick some players now from the league that are already doing well. Hereford don't want to sign me, don't want to sell Ian Wright. I feel like we've got a bit of money. We can kind of push him a little bit. I thought this would be the case. But they didn't accept the first offer. Right, here we go. Hereford. Important player. Not negotiation. Okay. Sullivan. Come on. Come on, Sully. Players just don't want to sign for Stevenage. Make them an offer they cannot refuse. Yeah. That's the aim. That's the aim. I don't know why nobody wants to sign for Stevenage. Is it something I've done? Is it something I've said? I don't know. Right, 14 points between us and top, and we got a game in hand over Barnet. We still got a chance of having a top 4 finish, which would be a very good first season for us, I think. Struggling for fitness again, though, aren't we? Always struggling for fitness, these boys. Not fit enough, and I think that's the problem, is that we don't really have great depth. We've kind of got our sort of key players, and then that's it. Like, I'd like to get somebody in that could sort of support our midfield better than Dean Martin. He's on a 6.76 after 25 starts. There's nobody else really standing out. We probably need a better holding midfielder as well. It feels to me like we're a few key players away from having a really good squad. We just got to try and make something work. Kane looking at Tottenham. Look how they massacred my boy. Exactly. So that's a Godfather reference, isn't it? Yeah, I bet Harry Kane's happy he left, really, isn't he? Right, we're playing Boston. Is this our game in hand? It's not our game in hand, no. Oh, no, it is our game in hand. Barnet must not be playing. Illman. It's already been called offside. Come on. Give me something. Let's kickstart this end to the season. There we are. Matt Fisher, 5th goal of the season. He's been good for us, Matt Fisher. He has been good for us. There's Daryl Clare. Do you remember I said about Daryl Clare being at Chester? Look at him. Look at him. He looks lovely. He's only scored 4 goals and 5 assists, but it looks like they're playing him in midfield. What are they doing playing? Why is he playing in midfield? He should be starting up front. Yeah, we're making a bid for him. They're playing Daryl Clare midfield. That for me is absolute madness. Is that the second goal Illman's had offside? I think that is the second goal that Illman's had offside. When the luck's not with you, it's not with you, is it? Why is D. Martin the captain? Let's chuck on Campbell. Let's chuck on Jones. Let's see if we can go and nick something here. Come on. It's got to be coming. Something's going to happen here. Someone's going to score. No, final whistle. We have drawn so many games, haven't we? So many games. 7 games we've drawn. It's not good enough. It's not good enough, boys. Look how many we're drawing. What was our first game? The first game was Southport. So just today we've drawn against Doncaster, Scarborough, Northwich Victoria, Forest Green, and now Boston. Oh, frustrating. Really frustrating. Rocky Baptiste. I want Rocky Baptiste. I'm going to give you 85 grand for Rocky Baptiste. Bolton manager Sam Allardyce has been sacked. Torquay. I'll tell you what, if Torquay can give me 250 grand, they can have him. There you go. I don't think they will come back with 250 grand for Sam Sodji. Imagine they do. Imagine they do. That would be a turn up for the books, wouldn't it? What about some older players? Is there any older players in here? Might just want to come in and have a go. Tell you, Mike Basham, transfer listed as well, by the way. He could be okay, you know. He doesn't look too bad, Mike Basham, for this level. Maybe this is the filter I needed. Denny Ingram, we looked at him a couple of times, didn't we? He can kind of just play everywhere. I don't think Denny Ingram would be the worst signing, you know. Just good cover at the back. Very good cover at the back, really. Mark Bailey's a right back. I know that most of these are actually transfer listed. Gary Crawshaw. That is a real shame that it doesn't show his time at Stevenage, because he played for Stevenage 97, 98, 99. He actually played and scored against Newcastle in the FA Cup in, I want to say 98, FA Cup 98, 99. Denny Ingram, bonuses, yeah. Let's just get him in. We need something to inject something new into the squad. Margate want 65 grand for John Keister. Yeah, why not? I need something new. I need a midfielder. I think he could be the man. Denny Ingram, of course, can play holding midfielder for me, which would be good. There's some jobs coming up, isn't there? Palace and Bradford. I don't think either of them would be interested in me. And Bolton, of course, with their Premier League. We don't want to leave Stevenage this early. We want to have a decent crack at it, don't we? Why does he want so much money? I'll give you an assist bonus and a goal bonus. There you go. How about that? A little bit more signing on fee. I don't think we're going to get Rocky Baptiste, are we? Stay at Stevenage. Sparikov says, yeah. I just, when you just see it and you go, oh, there's some jobs coming up. I think I'll be honest, we probably will move on from Stevenage at some point. What am I doing here? He wants 750 grand a week. Nobody wants to join Stevenage. We're gonna have to hand out some signing on fees here. It's one of them where it's like the majority of saves I tend to do on Championship Manager, on Football Manager, I always end up being like a one club man, really. So I just think, it would be quite nice just to hop around a little bit. But we've got Denny Ingram in. And we're going to try him in the holding midfield position. See, John Keister doesn't want to leave because he's happy at Margate. But like, what's the difference between being at Margate or being at Stevenage? 1 point in it. In my second season on FM26, I've been offered 3 jobs and rejected them all. What jobs did you get offered? Were they good ones? Like when I was with Hibs, I was getting like Lazio and Inter and like Bayern Munich and like clubs like that were coming in for me. And I was like, no, I'm sticking with Hibs. So I kind of might want to have a save where I can jump around a little bit. Tommy, I came to get down. Get off your seat and jump around. There you go. Tommy's coming in with a big lyrics there. Sparikov, you had 2 women's clubs in Bolton. See, the Bolton job's up now, but this is Premier League Bolton. We're playing Morecambe, who are bottom of the league. So we're probably going to lose this game of football, aren't we? Who are the women's clubs out of interest? You're doing well in League 2. So what kind of level of the women's game are offering you jobs? No worries, Tommy. Villa and Liverpool. Oh, so big clubs, Have you thought about managing in the women's game on Football Manager? Denny Ingram's injured. He can't play this game. Is that something that would appeal to you? Still getting used to the men's side. Fair enough. Yeah, I've been thinking about maybe doing something in women's football on FM26. I've noticed there's a couple of players on there that women's players on there that I've actually coached in real life when I was coaching university football. So might be quite interesting to go and manage a couple of them, or try and manage a couple of them on the game, see what that's like. But who are we going to put on the bench here? DJ Campbell, Martin Williams. It's the same team, isn't it? We need fresh faces. We need to freshen things up. Every game seems to be the same team. We're playing Morecambe. There's players on that Morecambe side that I recognise, but I'm not going to say anything because they probably will go and score against me the moment I say their names. So we're not going to do that. But yeah, we're not doing well against the teams that are below us. We started this stream with so much optimism because in the last stream we went and beat top of the league. And then since then it's just been a bit downhill, hasn't it? It's just been a little bit downhill. And I mean, Wayne Curtis was the player that I was going to mention to say, oh, I know that name. He's just been subbed off, so he's not going to score because I didn't mention his name. But you never know. Maybe, I think it was Philip Eastwood came on for him. Maybe he'll go and score now. Probably. That's probably the case, isn't it? DJ Campbell on for Neil Illman. Come on, boys. Let's carve something out. It's another draw. It's another draw. It's just, we're just not quite at the level required yet, are we? We've got a new centre-back in, though. I do like the look of him, from York. I think he's Yorker Division 3, maybe, around this time. So that's not a bad little pickup for us, I don't think. And he's played a little bit in the league for York. So maybe if he comes in, we can accept a decent offer for Sam Sodji, who is making his feelings very well known that he is unhappy. Let's have a look. York, yeah, 22nd. So they're not doing great in Division 3. But he has played a little bit of football for them. Yeah, he started 16 times. Wasn't amazing, but if you're good enough to play 16 times in the division above, I'm guessing you're probably good enough to play in the conference. That's kind of my logic with it. Either way, he's probably going to be in the conference next season, really, isn't he? Arrigo Sacchi going to Sampdoria there. Brilliant. Norwich Victoria went to a replay again. They won against Farnborough. So now they're going to play Margate in the semi-finals. I'm only looking at that because Norwich Victoria knocked us out in the last round. So kind of intrigued to see how they get on. I think it's always nice. If you get knocked out of a competition, it's always a nice feeling if the team that knock you out go on and win it. Because you can kind of say, oh yeah, we got knocked out by the team that won it. If we won that, we would have been fine. Bolton appointed Gary Megson. That's a move that happened in real life, isn't it? Right, we got some new players that we are going to introduce to this side. Denny Ingram is one of them. Mike Basham is another. It's probably going to be Bash for... Look at me, I've given a nickname already, Bash. We'll do Bash for Sam Sodji. There we go. John Dreher's not fit yet. Sam Sodji should probably be on the bench just in case. Just in case. Paul Robertson's not back yet. It's my strongest team. That's the team I can play. It's 5th versus 6th. It's Margate versus Stevenage. John Keiser from Margate just turned us down. So, can we go and inflict some retribution on John Keister? Nah, he's not even playing. Why didn't he come? Not even playing, not even in the squad. What's the point? Well, there we go. We scored against them anyway. If you're not playing for Margate, just come and play for Stevenage. Do you know? There we go. He's offside. He's offside. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll draw this game. We draw every game at the moment. There we go. There's an equaliser. That is how this game is going to end. Because we cannot stop drawing games, apparently. How are the new boys getting on, do we reckon? Mike Basham. Bash is on a 7. Denny Ingram on a 6. Condition-wise. This role here seems to be tiring players out. I don't know I don't know what it is about it. But Andy Arnold always plays there and he's always knackered. Maybe it'd be a bit better if we did something like that. Maybe we're asking too much of our defensive midfielder, asking him to kind of move into midfield, move back, move into midfield, move back. Let's see. Yeah, he's absolutely knackered, isn't he? Bless him. Right. Steve Jones off. We'll go Martin Williams. We haven't seen him for a little while, and he did pop up with a couple of goals when he started a couple of games. So we're going to try Martin Williams. Told you. It's another draw. Ugh. Makes you sick. These boys are just coasting now. They're going, yeah, we've got nothing to play for. We're going to play every week. We'll be all right. It's not the attitude, boys. Come on. I'm not even looking at how other teams are getting on at this stage. We got a midfielder in. Who's this one? Oh, hello. Michael McElhatton. Hello. He looks all right, doesn't he? Hey? He don't look too bad, and he's on the transfer list. He can play a bit, I think. Michael McElhatton. God, he's conceded a lot of goals at Exeter, hasn't he? Bottom of the league in Exeter, and he's conceded a lot of goals. He's probably not the goalkeeper I need. Jim Bentley, there's a proper player. Look at that. Tackling, strength, he's got it all. I'll take him all day, Jim Bentley. We're just reinforcing. And we're going to sell some players as well once these new boys come in. And we're gonna reinvent this squad. There you go. Bonuses, no. Clauses, no. That's fine. Come on, Jim. Big Jim Bentley, in you come. We need to do something. I keep saying it. We need to inject a little bit of impetus into this side. And a new midfielder and a new striker and a new defender would be good. We can afford that. We can do that. Yep. In you come, lad. In you come. Yep. McElhatton. We're going to have to learn how to say that. McElhatton. McElhatton. Why don't I just say it like that from the start? Michael McElhatton. That makes more sense than McElhatton. And Jim Bentley. They're both in, which means they're going to feature in this weekend's game. Oh, yes, my luck. I find a good player that's willing to come and sign for Stevenage, and he's failed a fitness test. Is he even injured? Yeah, he is. It's a little bit. He's got a torn groin. Oh. Well, we're gonna come back for him in a couple of weeks then. I really want him now. Now I've seen him, I want him. But we can play McElhatton, and he is going to go straight into the side. Bosh, there he is. Sturges out. Where's Robertson? He's back in. Yep, John Dreyer back in. Let's get. our strongest side out there. Sam Sodji off the bench, Jason Goodliff on the bench, DJ Campbell off. We're taking no prisoners here now, boys. Who was I going to bring on? Dean Martin, Steve Walters off, Andy Arnott on. Here we go. We're gonna show the world that we're a team that needs to be taken seriously. And it starts today. There we go, Steve Jones. It starts today. Come on, boys. Disallowed, offside. Lino had his flag up. We're all right. We're all right. We're still in the game. McElhatton's having a good start. Basham ain't doing too badly either. It's clicking. It's clicking. It's finally clicking for me. 1-0. We're going to draw again, aren't we? Ah. Just when it starts to look good. It's just my luck, isn't it? Just when it starts to look good. Yes, Basham. First ever goal for the club. He's going to be a good signing, by the way. Yes. We didn't draw. We didn't draw a game. We finally got a win against a team down the bottom of the table. Tommy, you're back here. How was GTA? Finally got a draw. Got a win, even. Matt Fisher's going to be out for 2 weeks. That's not great. But I feel like we're getting somewhere. Feel like we're getting somewhere. Right. Lock in now. We got to lock in. That's what the kids say these days, isn't it? I'm locking in. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 draws in a row, and then we get a good win. We got to play Southport, and we're coming for them. We're coming. I mean, we're probably not, are we? Because we're now 18 points behind them. But we're going to tell them that. We're going to tell them we're coming for you. Top 4, come on, let's aim for top 4. Sam McMahon thinks he wants a better deal. To be fair, he ain't a bad player, Sam McMahon. He's just not really starting. He's all right. He's on 450 a week. Let's see what he wants. 475. I can offer 400. Sam, you're not going to get a better. You're not going to get a better deal. You're not going to get a better deal than that. When's your contract run out? You got 2 more years left on this one. I can't offer you any more money at the moment, Sam. You're going to have to stick with it, mate. Neil Warnock's the new Colchester manager. Where are Colchester? Division 2. Yeah, I think we saw in the last stream that Neil Warnock got sacked as a Sheffield United manager. I was wondering where he was going to pop up again. Right, is Jim Bentley, is he fit yet? 10 days, come on. Come on. We just go and pick someone sort of like mid-table. Stalybridge. Who's Stalybridge got? Steve Bushell. Steve Bushell, he's having a good season for him, to be fair, isn't he? Good midfielder. We just signed a midfielder, though. I need someone that's going to go and bang in goals. Who is going to bang in goals? Because we are going to come back for Jim Bentley. But who is going to bang in some goals for Stevenage? Is it going to be Jason Harris? £50,000. £50,000's a lot of money for him. He doesn't look amazing. Cariolo. No. Jason White. Just... there's nobody here that's exciting me, really. Right. Different approach again. Conference. Player stats. Let's look at this guy, maybe. Let's look at goals. All right, Steve White. He's too old. Way too old. When Mane was at Bayern and Sane was there too, I'd always call Mane Sadio Sane. Yeah, it's like one of them Freudian slip sort of things, isn't it? Lee Charles. He's on loan from Southampton. He looks very good, to be fair. What about Aloni? It probably doesn't help me much. It's surely he'll come in and score some goals. He's got the pace, he's got the finishing, he can head a ball as well. Mark McCammon surely will come and score goals. Let's see. Even though we've got nothing to play for, I still want to keep signing players and get the fans on side and let them know that we can have a go, aren't we? You know, we're having a go, guys. We won the last game, so I don't really want to make changes if I don't have to. And this looks like I'm going to have to. Dean Martin. Get Fisher out. Maybe put Campbell on the bench. Basham's been a great new signing, to be fair. Denny Ingram's done all right too. We were literally just looking at the Stalybridge side for someone to sign. Joff van Sittart coming through with the goals. This is better. This is much, much better. Stats wise, yeah, we're on top. I've just seen they got Dave Nugent. He would have been at Bury maybe at this time. Really? I didn't even mention his name and he scored. Frustrating. Make changes. Let's go. Half time. We're not messing around here. We are not messing around. We're not here to settle. I want to get into that sort of top four. Even though there's no playoffs. Let's finish as high up the league as we can. Dean Martin's going to help us out with that. Good goal. I think. I didn't actually see the goal. We'll say it's a good goal. Let Arnott sit. Let Ingram play in midfield. Come on. Yes. Who says I need another striker? I mean, I know I did say it, but maybe just making a bid for another striker has made my boys go, "Oh, we need to fix up here." There you go, Southport dropping points. They heard me when I told them, we're coming for you. We're 16 behind them now. And we still got to play them. It's a big ask. Rafa Benitez sacked by Valencia. Look at that. They don't want to. They don't want to get rid of. No, this isn't fair. Mark McCammon. He said he was interested, and he's just turned around and gone, "Nah." Look, you're showing up as interested, mate. Interested. That is unfortunate. Now these boys are gonna start going back to not scoring our strikers, aren't they? Oh dear. Does Martin Payne, does he want a job as assistant? No, he doesn't. Okay. We'll offer it to him anyway. Jason Tyndall, the current assistant manager over at Bournemouth. That would have been a good signing, you know. That would be a good signing, but nobody wants to sign. He would have just turned us down anyway and gone, "What are you on about? I'm not going to Stevenage." Nobody wants to come to Stevenage. And it's really annoying. Lee Jones. He looks like a half decent goalkeeper. 250 grand. I don't think we can't spend 250 grand on a goalkeeper. Yeah. No matter how good he is. What are we going to do? Is Jim Bentley fit yet? Jim, what are you doing, mate? Why are you not fit? Why aren't you going to pass a fitness test? I know the answer to that is because he's not fit, but still, it's worth asking a question, isn't it? Roma make their mark on Europe. It's going to be a while until we make our mark on Europe, I think. But you got a dream, haven't we? We've got a dream. Will I be playing in Europe as Stevenage? Will I get another job somewhere? Who knows? That's the beauty of it. Nobody knows. Yeovil, have they got a spare striker? Carl Alford, surely. Surely he wants to come back. No, he's happy to stay at the club. He's not going to want to come to us, is he? What are we doing? What are we doing? We're fifth in the league. We'll keep a little eye on Southport, although it's not going to matter too much. Neil Illman, 10th goal of the season. See, we're having to play Neil Illman. Carl Alford, mention his name and he will score. It's not fair, guys. It's just not fair. We need a massive summer. And I hope the board are willing to back me in the transfer market, because I think that there's going to be a lot of players that we're going to need to bring in. I've gone from saying we need a few to saying we need a lot. Joff Van Sittart has just made it 2-1. Come on then. Who fancies it? Who fancies a win against Yeovil? I do. Do we sit back a little bit? Is that a bit too defensive? Probably not, given the circumstances, you know. Do we do a diamond, maybe? Do we do something like that? Why not? I've been thinking about, do we move to a diamond? Maybe bring in an attacking midfielder. Oh, John Drea's injured again. To be fair, he is 90 years old, so it's not a surprise. But there you go. That's a good win. That's at Southport lost. Ooh, 14 points now. We're gaining some ground, boys. Nice win there. Thank you, Spyrokov. We're gaining a bit of ground here. 6-all. What happened here? 2 hat-tricks. That is mad. Look at that. So it's 6-all. 2 players scored hat-tricks, and 4 of the goals that came in the hat-trick was scored. One got 4 goals. So hang about. Right. Let's work this out. Dover, 1-0. Then it goes 2-1. 3-1 Norwich Victoria. 3-2. 3-all in the 35th. And then it just goes... No, then it goes 4-3. So they've gone 3-1 down to 4-3 up. And then it just goes mad. And there's a goal 70th, 72nd, 73rd, 75th, 79th. And then no one does anything for 11 minutes. Mental. That is absolutely mental. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Right, can Jim Bentley pass a fitness test now? Where is he? Oh, Jim. Jim. I could do with him. We're going to try and sign him this week to take John Drea's place. Well, Matt Fisher's back. He got injured around the same time. We're going to go in again for Jim Bentley. We're going to go in again for him. And we're now playing Jim Bentley's Telford away from home. If he's failed a fitness test, but he's playing for Brentford today, I'm going to be fuming. Because we've been trying to sign him. And they keep saying, no, failed fitness test. If he's playing against me here, fuming. What are we doing here? I take Dean Martin out. I want Fisher. I want Martin on the bench. And I want DJ Campbell on the bench. There we go. Okay, let's see this lineup. No, he's not. He's not playing. That's fine. I was going to say, that would really take the piss, wouldn't it? That would really take the biscuit. Richard Scott looks like a decent player. Maybe we'll try and sign him. The name of the ground, Buck's Head, sounds like a pub, doesn't it? She keeps popping up playing at Buck's Head. Quite like that. Come on. We've had the better of the game. Let's make it count, boys. I feel like we definitely look like a better side since bringing in some new players. Come on. That's just not good. It's just not good. Do we do Fisher as well? Yeah, why not? Why not? I think we're going to try it. I think we're going to try a midfield diamond in the next game. Maybe drop one of the strikers. Well, we're going to have to drop one of the strikers, aren't we? Playing a diamond with three out front would just be mental, I think. Right. We're going to go back to the drawing board. We're going to try and find something that's going to click for us. If we maybe do something like this, hopefully, I'm going to mix up the passing as well. We're going to stay on attacking. We're going to stay hard tackling. Press, yes. Counter attack, yes. We're going to try something like that for the next game. Why not? Do we go and get like a really flary sort of number 10 type, maybe? Is there such a thing? Beard, will you be like tomorrow? Maybe, possibly. I normally do a Saturday night, and obviously I'm a day early, so we might do it. Just depends how my day goes tomorrow, I suppose. It'll be nice to get back on and finish the season, wouldn't it? Now, we're getting into the European quarterfinals now. That's when you know you're sort of towards the end of the season. We said we wanted to get through to March, and we have done. I reckon we've got time for a couple more games, I'm going to say. If you are, let me know you like the film. Yeah, I'm going to... I don't know if I'll watch it before tomorrow. That might be a Sunday night thing, actually. Yeah, I think it might be a Sunday night. A little Sunday night film night or something like that, maybe. Right, we're playing a new system here. Which means let's start fresh and let's pick some players. We're going to go John Hampshire. A new right back might be on the cards, you know, or at least someone that can deputise for Hampshire a little bit better. At the moment, it's Goodliff and Basham on my starting centre backs. We're going to go Arnott. We're going to go McAlliton. We're going to go Denny Ingram. And we're going to go Fisher as the number 10. And then two strikers now. Joff Van Sittart. Probably Steve Jones. Right. Let's see. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Let's see how these boys do. Soji on the bench. Probably need a couple of midfielders on the bench now. So probably need someone a bit more defensive like a Sam McMahon, and someone a bit more attacking like a Dean Martin. And we'll go for a... Did we go for a DJ Campbell or is it a Illman? That's a tough call, actually. I think we're going to stick with DJ Campbell. Right, new look tactic. We're playing the midfield diamond. Instead of a 4-3-3, it's a 4-4-2 diamond. Does it change anything? Not yet. It doesn't do much for us at all, really, does it? There we go. Joff Van Sittart. He's scored a lot of goals since he's come in. He's on 11 now. That was against his former club as well. Got another draw. Changes absolutely nothing for us, really, does it? Changes absolutely zilch. We're going to stick with it. We're going to stick with it. I know that this game does favour the sort of more narrow tactics. Right, Jim Bentley, in you come. Come on. Come on, Jim. Yep, we can give you that. We can give you that. Finally got a player that's willing to come. Will he pass his fitness test for us? I really hope so. Yes. Come on. Fingers crossed for Jim Bentley. Big Jim, is he a Stevenage player? Let's have a look. Yes, he's finally passed it. He's passed his fitness test, which means he's going to go straight into my starting lineup. We're sorting this team out. We're getting a head start on next season. Transfer deadline is in a week. Do we go and get anybody else? We're going to have to move quick if we do. It's going to have to be a quick move for someone. Danny Bloomfield. Danny Bloomfield from Norwich. No, I don't think he's the guy. Any new names popping up on here? Stuart Ingram. We've signed Denny Ingram. I wanted a striker. Are we going to get one? I wanted a striker or someone that could play in a 10. Probably don't necessarily need a striker. It's probably more an attacking midfield type. Can Stuart Ingram do that? I don't think he can he? Answer Owusu's a player that we did look at early on, and he's now transfer listed from Wimbledon, and he's really quick. That could be a decent signing for us. Jed Kilty as well. Yeah, I fancy a bit of him actually. We're going mad here. We're signing everyone if they want to sign for us, of course. This should be a good game to test out some of these new boys. Jim Bentley, who does he come in for? At the moment, it is Jason Goodliff. And yeah, we're going to play him on the left. Right, come on then. Come on in, Barnett. What have you got for us? Apart from a very good side. Ben Strevens. He is decent, to be fair. Scouting. Keith Andrews. The Keith Andrews. Mark Gower as well. He's a good player. That could be a good little answer to our problem of who plays in the 10. Andy Arnott has scored his first goal of the season, though. First goal of the season. The defensive midfielder. I'm scouting a lot of these players. I'm just scouting the names that I know, really. We are going to try and take this fairly seriously. Leon Bell. I think he went on to play for Stevenage, actually, Leon Bell. Right, we've got the draw. A 1-1 draw against Barnet. See, we're starting to compete again against the teams above us. We are starting to compete. We're starting to build a squad. We're going to see how we get on with these transfers. Squad rotation, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. we could bring in a Wusu here. If both of these lads come in, he wants to be backup. That's fine. Part-time contract. Yeah, fine. You can be part-time, mate. That's fine. If both of these come in, we'll play one more game, I think, just to see how they fit into our system. There we go. Owusu's in. He's going to go straight up top, probably with Joff Van Sittart, a big man and a little nippy striker. Could be lovely, couldn't it? And we're going to go... Yeah, we're going to go and bring in Jed Kilty too. All right, we got one more game then. I'm wondering if we can... Do we maybe... look at making Matt Fisher the playmaker? Fisher or McElhatton? Maybe we get Joff Van Sittart to hold the ball up. We give Fish the free roll to float. And we get Jones to... yeah, I think we're going to get Jones to make some forward runs here. But we're going to play a Wusu in the Jones role with his pace. Going to Mackey's. Who wants something? Oh, no, not for me, mate. That's not real food. All right, we've got some new players in here. Just before the transfer deadline. It's a very late transfer deadline, isn't it? We've got all the way through March. Look at that. We're into April. Lee Flynn, fairly good player. Mark Gower would be an excellent signing. I know, and I really want him as well. Strevens, good prospect for the future. Right, the transfer deadline's gone. No, I don't really like it. I don't like McDonald's. Is that weird? I don't know if that's weird. I think yeah, I don't think it's as popular over here. That might be a controversial. KFC, absolutely not. No. KFC is horrible. We're going to drop Jones. To be fair, his rating has fallen off a cliff a little bit. Do we go Kilty in for McElhatton? McMahon out. McElhatton in there. Yeah, maybe we do that. Maybe we do that. Kilty, Ingram. Yeah, why not? We've got to give Kilty a go, haven't we? Right, last game of this stream. We've got lots of new players out there. One of them, Jim Bentley, has just been injured. So Sam Sodgy's going to come on. Who are we going to make captain? Andy Arnott? John Manchir? Andy Arnott, there we go. Make a couple of subs. Not that it really matters too much now, I suppose. Final whistle. There you go. Frustrating. That is really frustrating. Another draw. Look how many. We've drawn 12 games. How many games of the season we've got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 5 games of the season left. I think that is where we're going to leave this stream for today. Of course, if you are watching this recording over on YouTube, you can come and join us live. Come and join the chat. We've spoken everything about Chelsea to just football in general to TV series, crisps. Now we're talking about McDonald's and KFC. You know, there's a lot going on. You can come and join us at twitch.tv/Beardiola. If you've been watching in the chat, thank you very much for keeping me company tonight. I have enjoyed the chat. Tommy, Spyro Cov, Jack was in earlier as well. Thank you guys. And of course, you can get me on the socials that you see on the screen now. Until the next time, take care.